With the final live event arriving, the story takes a dramatic turn. The island's fate now hangs by a thread as a dark presence looms. It's time to dive into the mind-blowing events bringing chaos, apocalypse, and explosions to the island. Less than 2 weeks remain until the end of the chapter, which means the final live event is right around the corner, and this one's set to finally put every mystery to rest. According to new leaks, this won't be one of those 2-minute fireworks shows we've had before. Nope. This time, Epic's cooking up a full-blown storyline event like the classics, something that actually moves the plot forward. Most of the event files are expected to drop with the next mini update, but a few hints already slipped through. Data miners report that the countdown timer will appear in a rather unusual spot, up in the northwest of the island, near Creepy Camp. And from there, you can see a perfect view of Mount Fuji rising in the background. According to Hope, that's exactly where a strange anomaly is about to open, a rift that could let our team cross straight into the spirit realm. And yeah, it's official now. That's the plan. Jones and Hope are preparing to use Dago's blades, the same ones we forged back in Chapter 6 Season 1, to tear down the barrier between worlds once and for all. So, the final event's main setting won't even be the island. It'll take us straight into the spirit realm. But here's the question that's been bugging me. How do we go from a battle in the underworld straight to Springfield? Maybe, once again, something will go wrong, and the rift will toss us into the Simpsons reality. But for now, that's just a theory. These map changes crank up the vibe and the chills, and they tease key details for the finale event. For the first time ever, Epic hit the island with 2 major back-to-back overhauls. The gap between the last big changes and these, just 1 week. And the island now has 7 brand new locations. Plenty of spooky characters have taken over the island, but don't freak out just yet. The Scooby-Doo gang's on the case. Yeah, the whole Mystery Inc. crew has officially landed in Fortnite. If you head over to the Nutcracker house, you'll find Velma, looking for her lost magnifying glass, using another magnifying glass. Don't ask, it's Velma logic. But if you help her out, she'll hand you a quick and easy 10,000 XP. And that's not the only Easter egg. Near the Ranger ruins, you can spot the Mystery Machine, parked on the roadside, missing a couple of wheels and clearly stuck in repair mode. Turns out, these guys are not just visiting. They're actually helping us investigate the mystery behind the dark presence itself. So yeah, Scooby and the crew are officially part of the lore now, and things are about to get even weirder. The biggest change in this update is the removal of the remaining Star Wars locations from the island. Only the First Order base got lucky. It's still tucked in a corner of the map. The Resistance base in the northwest, though, has been replaced by Creepy Camp. It's pretty clear Epic took inspiration from Crystal Lake in Friday the 13th, and no surprise there, since Jason Voorhees himself showed up for Fortnite this year. An abandoned kids camp is the perfect spot for that, right? That's why he's taken up residence here. At first glance, Voorhees doesn't seem too dangerous. He moves slowly and swings a massive knife instead of using guns, but taking him down eats a ton of time, especially in solos or duos. For some reason, his medallion didn't drop for me. If you had better luck, tell me in the comments. The POI is super atmospheric, especially at night, so if you want a break from the noisy hotspots, head to Creepy Camp. The Enclave outpost didn't survive the Halloween takeover either. In its place, the fan-favorite fields have returned, first seen back in Chapter 5 during last year's Halloween. No huge overhauls there this time, but the Easter eggs are great. U-Bots now crawls out of a TV instead of the Saw setup from last year, and his robot buddies look like they're trying to revive Scarecrow and K. Frankenstein on the second floor. Inside the room with the flying furniture, the weapons are floating now too. Outside, the U-Bots look like they're investigating the Scarecrow's case. And maybe it's just me, but it's a shame we'll probably never see the next chapter of the U-Bot storyline. There's another strange detail in the barn. Right at the entrance, you can see a Scarecrow's shadow fall across the hay, except there's no Scarecrow in the barn. Break the lamp, and the shadow vanishes. Otherwise, the vibe is the same, so if you've been waiting all year for Freaky Fields to return like I have, now's the time to make a comeback. But the main source of all this trouble is Doja Cat, known to loopers as the Mother of Thorns. She's cursed the island, turning familiar spots into tangles of blood-red roots and giant pumpkins. Her hex didn't just hit the island, it reached the item shop too, where the Mother of Thorns herself dropped, along with Ghostface. More nightmares are on the way. Huggy Wuggy, Jason Voorhees, Art the Clown, and more. So stock up on V-Bucks and use my creator code, or these nightmares will pass you by. The Mother of Thorns' dark magic also hit Foxy Floodgate, Shining Span, the Mines, and the giant wolf statue near the Ranger Ruins. Now, all those locations are overrun with pumpkins and sinister roots wrapping around most buildings. But let's be real, what's a Mother of Thorns without a throne? Doja Cat set up her own mini POI near Supernova Academy. You can even find the boss there, and after you take her down, she'll gladly join your side. Gameplay-wise, Halloween in Fortnite absolutely nails the vibe this year. I do have one question for Epic though. Looking at all the refreshed Fortnitemares items, it's pretty clear that out of tons of guns, consumables, and gadgets, only 2 brought completely new mechanics, the Ghostface knife and Scooby Snacks. So yeah, in terms of variety and fun gameplay, this Fortnitemares might be unmatched. The Ghostface knife practically carries on its own. Enemy scan, a dash with solid damage, just chef's kiss. But don't get comfy, the knife isn't permanent. In classic Epic fashion, it's got durability, so you can't go full Ghostface forever. There is one item this update that really didn't land for me, Doja Cat's chain. It's basically a reskin of Hades' chains, so I wouldn't risk dropping on the boss POI for a chance to get sent back to lobby. Meanwhile, the K-pop Demon Hunters items are gone from every mode except Demon Rush. Halloween hit Reload too, with a brand new map, Nightmare Island. Epic pulled a ton of assets from Chapter 5's Hades realm. Instead of Hades' castle, you'll find fragments of the fortress. Honestly, it looks fantastic. The MVP is the light fog draped over the island. It makes the map feel genuinely dark and mysterious. If you want that Halloween vibe boost, you've gotta hop into Reload. The only bummer, Reload's pace kind of kills the mood. Oninoshima in fog would look just as good, and with the slower tempo of Battle Royale, soaking in that Fortnitemares atmosphere would be way easier, and way more immersive. Maybe that faster and faster pace is part of why BR's been losing some of its magic lately. If you agree, hit like, if not, tell me why. As for OG mode, Halloween's running late. No eerie fog yet, no cube monsters, which I'm dying to see. Looks like the spooky stuff won't kick off until the floating island activates all the runes on the map. Until then, we wait. The final major update of Chapter 6 Season 4 honestly blew me away. Epic really pulled it off this time. Sure, there are still a few questionable choices here and there, like some reused items that feel a little too familiar, but overall, Fortnitemares 2025 has easily raised the bar for Halloween in Fortnite once again. You can say it loud, this event is one of the best the game's ever had. And with less than 2 weeks left before the grand finale event, October is shaping up to be one of the most packed months of the year. And if you're ready to dive even deeper, stick around.
You're all alone on a Halloween night. You hear a moan and now something ain't right. Billy the puppet in black leather face chasing with fright. The Pumpkin King, it's a terrible sight. And now you're too scared, yeah, too scared to swallow. Something spooky in Fortnite horrors. Fortnite horrors, oh, oh, oh. Fortnite horrors, oh, oh, oh. Now you're running but the monsters won't stop. They keep on coming till you're ready to drop. Billy the puppet in black leather face chasing with fright. The Pumpkin King, it's a terrible sight. And now you're too scared, yeah, yeah. You try to hide but they always follow. Something spooky in Fortnite horrors. Fortnite horrors, oh, oh. Things you've never seen, they'll make you scream. Too scared to sleep, you're too scared to dream. And you'll be scared, too scared to swallow. There's something spooky again in Sleepy Hollow. Fortnite horrors, oh, oh. Fortnite horrors, oh, oh. Now you're running but the monsters won't stop. They keep on coming till you're ready to drop. Billy the puppet in black leather face chasing with fright. The Pumpkin King, it's a terrible sight. And now you're too scared, yeah, yeah. You're trying to hide but they always follow. Something spooky in Fortnite horrors. Fortnite horrors, oh, oh. Fortnite horrors, oh, oh. Fortnite horrors, oh, oh.
next, we're jumping straight into the gameplay part of this video, exploring every creepy update that hit reload. So grab a snack, get comfy, and let's get to it.